Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. It's match day 32 in La Liga. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the season, and we still have no idea of the champions inside, which team is going to get relegated, which is going to qualify for Europe. It's still all hangs in the balance. So let's go ahead and make our prediction for match day 32. The first game, it is Espanyol versus Getafe. It is 15th versus 11th. Espanyol are in a really tricky situation. They are one of those teams who are still fighting for relegation. They're like just 4 points away from the bottom three teams. So this is an important game for them. Their recent form has been quite good. If I'm being very honest with you, just one defeat in their last 5 games. The last three games they are undefeated. Last couple of games they have won 2 on a trot as well. So they are coming in this game with a good form. So to say, they are playing against a Getafe side who themselves are doing quite okay. 3 wins out of the possible 5 in the last 5 games. So it is going to be quite a close contest in my opinion. I think it is a very it's going to be quite a physical, quite a hard fought one. But I just don't see a winner out of this. I think both it will be quite a cagey affair. If I'm being very honest with you, it's not going to be quite any entertaining. I don't think there are going to be goals in this game as well. I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Espanyol and Getafe. Moving on, it is Rayo Vallecano versus Valencia. It is 10th versus 13th. And now Rayo have an outside chance of qualifying for Europe. Still, they are not that far away from those European places. They need a couple of results to go their way to get even closer to those European places. And this game could be one of those where they can maybe try and get the 3 points. Their form coming into this game has not been that good. They've been quite inconsistent, and they are playing a Valencia side who are on an amazing run of form, undefeated in their last 5 games, 4 wins out of a possible 5 as well. That they have really pushed themselves out of the talk about relegation, and now they're just 3 points behind Rayo Vallecano. A win here and they could be on the same number of points with Rayo, and that tells you how much of a turnaround they have had the last couple of months. I think it will be a very close game. Rayo being the home side, it gives them a bit of an advantage, but their form is not really that good, and Valencia are playing really good football. And I think unfortunately for Rayo, their hopes of getting to Europe are gonna be dealt another blow here, because I think they are gonna lose. I'm going for a very hard fought 3-1 win for Valencia. We then have Barcelona versus Celta Vigo. It is first versus seventh. Both these teams are in a really good form. Both these teams are in a really important position as well. Barcelona being the top team, they have 2 teams chasing, both the Madrid clubs are chasing them for that title challenge. They are 4 points above Real Madrid, 7 points above Atletico Madrid. With just 6 games to go, every single game is going to feel like a cup final at the moment. They qualified for the Champions League semi-final as well, so they are going to have that high with them coming into this game as well. They are the home team as well, so I think that gives them a lot of advantage. As I said, 4 wins in their last 5 games, so they are coming in a really good form, playing against a Celta side who themselves are in a really good form. They lost last weekend, but before that they were like on a 6 games undefeated streak, so they know themselves how important this game is. They are 7th in the table currently in those conference league places, but a win here against Barcelona could propel them to get into those European League or even in the Champions League places as well. I think it will be a very interesting game, a game full of goals, a game full of entertainment, because both these teams like to go out and play attacking football, and we can expect goals in this game. And I don't know, I just have a slight feeling that this might be one of those games where Barcelona might end up dropping points, and that is why I'm going for a draw. I think it is going to end up 2-2 between Barcelona and Celta Vigo. And then it's Mallorca versus Leganés. It is 8th versus 19th. It is another one of a very important game for both of these teams. Both of them have something to play for. Mallorca are 8th in the table. They are just level on points with Celta Vigo, but just based on goal difference, they are on number 8. So this is an important game for them. They want to get back, play in the Europe, and they are fighting for those places. Their form has not been that good. If I'm being very honest with you, they have been quite inconsistent. A couple of defeats, couple of wins in the last 5 games. So you just don't know which Celta is going to turn up. They are playing against a Leganés side who are all over the place, though. The last 5 games, 4 defeats, just 1 point out of a possible 15, and that is why they are at the bottom of the table. I think it is going to be a very close game, but I think Celta are going to get the job done, and they are going to get over the line, and it is going to be another defeat for Leganés. They are not that far away from safety. They're just a couple of 2 points away from a 17th place, but I think they are not going to get anything out of this game, and I think Celta are going to get the job done quite convincingly. Mallorca are going to get the job done quite convincingly. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Mallorca. We move on to Las Palmas versus Atletico Madrid. It is 18th versus a third. A third from the bottom versus a third from the top as well. It is going. It is like every single game this weekend has a meaning behind it. Every single game is so important for both the teams involved. Las Palmas, they are just 1 point away from the 17th place. They get a win here and they could out of the relegation zone. Their form has not been that good. Just one win in the last five games. So they are in a not a good form coming into this game. But the fact is they are playing against an Athletic side who can completely go off the race. The last five games, a couple of defeats, but the last three games they have been undefeated with a two game winning streak coming into this game. So that could really help Atletico in that regard. I think it will be a very close game. It will be a very hard fought game. I will not be surprised if Atletico drop points here, but just for the sake of it, just because I want to make the title race even more interesting, I'm gonna go towards Atleti. They are 7 points behind Barcelona, and with my prediction, I think Barca are gonna drop points. So I think Atleti winning it will be more interesting. But as I said, I will not be surprised if this game ends up in a draw, or even if Las Palmas get the win. But I'm gonna go with Atletico Madrid, and I think it will be a very close 2-1 win for Atletico Madrid. We then have Valladolid versus Osasuna. It is 12th versus 20th versus 12th. I mean, Valladolid, if I'm being very honest with you, they are basically done. They really need a miracle. 21 points to play for. They are already 12 points behind the 19th placed Leganes. So they basically need to win all of their games and somehow hope that the teams above them lost 4 or 5 games. I think it is looking really hard for them. They are playing against an Osasuna side who themselves are not really in a good form. Just one win out of the possible 5. So I think this game could quite possibly be a dud one here. I don't expect Valladolid to get the win, and I don't have any high hopes from Osasuna as well. I'm going to sit on the fence in this one, and to be honest, I'm not expecting a goal in this one as well. So I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Valladolid and Osasuna. The next game is Villarreal versus Real Sociedad. It is 5th versus 9th. Villarreal now currently hold that 5th guaranteed Champions League position, so they would want to stay there as they want to play the Champions League. Their form is okay. They are inconsistent in the last 5 games. Playing against a Sociedad side who are 10 points behind Villarreal, but they still have a chance to get into Europe. So they are going to try their hardest. I think it will be a very tough game. Real Sociedad themselves are not in that good of a form. I think it will be very entertaining game, but I just don't see a winner in this game. I expect goals in this game, but I don't see a winner. I'm going for a 2-2 draw between Villarreal and Real Sociedad. Then it's a massive game. It is Sevilla versus Alaves. It is 14th versus 17th. Just 6 points separate these two teams. So we know how important this game is. Sevilla are on a terrible run of form. Their last 4 games have all been defeats. So they just cannot get a point from anywhere at the moment. They are playing against an Alaves side who are quite inconsistent. Their recent form has been win lose. So you don't really know which Alaves are going to turn up. I think it's a high stakes game. If Sevilla lose this game, they could really be dragged further into that relegation battle. And Alaves know if they get a win here, they can even get some sort of space between them and the bottom 3. I think it'll be a very fun game, very hard fought game. But I just don't see a winner in this game as well. If I'm being very honest with you, I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Sevilla and Alaves. Then it's a massive game. It is Real Madrid versus Athletic Club. It is 2nd versus 4th. For me at the moment, if there is one club in La Liga who is basically safe, who doesn't really have to worry about its position, it is Athletic Club. I think they are going to finish 4th. Barring something really crazy happening in the league. I think Athletic Club are really settled for that 4th place. They are playing against a Real Madrid side, though, who really want to get the title. They are already out of the Champions League, courtesy of my team. So all their eggs are in one basket basically, and that is La Liga. It is a big game. They are already 4 points behind Barcelona. They cannot really afford to drop any more points, and I don't know why. I think we could expect some sort of a response from Real Madrid after what happened in the Champions League. I don't think it is going to be something special. I think they are just going to get it over the line, showing some sort of resilience. I think it will be a very hard fought game, but I think Real Madrid are just going to edge it. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Real Madrid. And we end this weekend's fixtures with Girona versus Real Betis. It is 16th versus 6th. Girona, I mean, what I don't know what has happened to them. They are all over the place. Winless in their last 5 games. Three defeats in a row in the last 3 games as well. So they are all over the place. Their form is all over the place as well. They are playing against a Real Betis side who are 6th in the table. Who are they are in that Europa League spot. They could easily climb into that Champions League spot as well. And their form is quite good coming into this game as well. And with the way that Girona are playing, I see an away win here. I think Real Betis know how important this game is, and they have a chance to with their competitors around them having a couple of tough games. I think Betis know how important this game is. I think Betis are going to get the job done here, and I think they are going to win it convincingly as well. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Real Betis. And with that, my predictions for match day 32 in La Liga are complete. Let me know what you guys thought of my predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? And what are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.